I am wearing 2 shirts today. It is so cold.
Oh, this is so nice.
I'm playing Metroid Prime and enjoying the fire.
500 years from now, people might be talking about this. Morning. Good afternoon. Oh, that's open because I put on some earrings. Anyway, good afternoon. As you can see, I am wearing 2 shirts today. It is so cold. I was going to look and see so I could tell you. What the temperature is today, because it is super cold. See if I can find my weather. Where's my weather? Okay, so currently it is 3 degrees outside, but it feels like -9, and I think with the wind chill, yeah, feels like -9. I think earlier this morning it was like -20. So yeah, we're bundled up. I actually have, this was a present from Braxen to me. It is an electric blanket. He got me a queen size electric blanket and I use this a lot. I have this on. You can hear the birds are playing with their toys in the background. I have this on and heated up. It's sitting on my lap because my outer wall of my bedroom actually gets kind of cold over here by these windows. So I just have it draped over my legs. We have a fire roaring in the fireplace room. Trying to keep it warm out there. So I'll probably go out and stoke that in a little bit. I am currently working on natural resource conservation. This is my science for this semester. I have an assignment that I'm about a quarter of the way done on right now. And then I have a test I need to take tonight. And I finished everything in my creative writing class yesterday, I think. I just need to double check on responses to my classmates. And then I have a chapter of my anthropology book to read. So that's what's going on today, is just trying to get some stuff knocked out coming into a new week of school. I might try to pack up some of our Christmas stuff. I'm going to get some totes because I said when I packed this stuff away, I was going to try to do it per room to make it a lot easier next Christmas, and to keep all of our Advent stuff, like our Jessie tree, our Advent wreath, our countdown to Christmas calendar, that kind of stuff. I was going to try to put that all in one thing. So next year at Advent time, I can just pull that out and then slowly start building up towards Christmas. So that's what's going on right now. The Lions lost last night. So there were some tears in the house, especially from some of the younger ones. But you know what? They made it to the playoffs and they played hard. It is what it is. There were a lot of mistakes made in the game, and there were some bad calls in the game too. I mean, that happens, I think, every game. There's bad calls made in every game. It doesn't matter, you know, if it's your team and they're not getting the call, it's a bad call, right? Anyway, but no, there were some bad calls, but there were also some bad plays on their part as well. So anyway, I'm gonna work for probably another 15 minutes on this before I go stoke the fire again. We are in the middle of a polar vortex, so this is just kind of how we deal with it. We bundle up, take it easy. If we don't have to go anywhere, we won't, but I think today we do have to leave the house. Once, I think it's supposed to be colder tomorrow, we need to leave. I want to get some totes so that way I have those for when I'm ready to pack up our Christmas stuff. I might just sit out by the fire and watch a movie and put some of those things away while I'm sitting there and just enjoy the day, or I may work on Graelynn's quilt. That might be something that I enjoy doing tonight. Maybe I'll pack away Christmas tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll read a book. I don't know. Like I said, it's a day of rest. So once my school is out of the way, because this stuff has to be done, it is due. So I don't have a choice on getting this stuff out of the way. But yeah, we'll just see where the day leads.
Okay, I just had to show you how tall this fire is right now. This is so nice. And it's popping and crackling. I love it when the fire is like this. And it's definitely kept the house warm. So this is a masonry fireplace. And the rock is nice and warm, which helps heat the room. Once you get the bricks warmed up, or the stone warmed up, then the whole room warms up. Hi, bud.
Good evening.
Good evening. Are you coming to enjoy the fire?
I'm playing Metroid Prime and enjoying the fire.
I'm back from the store. I had to go to Walmart. I needed to pick up some totes for Christmas stuff. I also needed a journal, so I just got, I don't know, I think this is Pen and Gear. It says notes, and it's kind of got this, I don't know, like almost upholsteried front or canvas front. They're playing, Matt and Aspen and Zane are playing hockey right now. Like, not actual hockey, but video game hockey. Anyway, I had to get this journal because I don't know why it has 2 strings on it. That's kind of weird. I might clip one off. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I needed this for my creative writing class. He wants us to keep a daily journal if we can. It's been a long time since I've journaled. So I picked this up for that, and I think I'm just going to keep it. Will it fit in there? Yes, it fits where I keep my assignment notebook. Nice. Put it in there. I took my math test, aced it, so I'm excited for that. Or not math. I'm sorry. I don't have math this semester. I'm done with math. I took my science test and aced it, so that was good. And he actually had some trick questions in there. So he had like, he would put, for example, they're so loud. He would put in there like, the book written by so-and-so talked about conserving fish of one specific species. So everything was correct except who the author was. So it was definitely a trick question. If you weren't careful, then you would get it wrong. So it was false because that wasn't the correct author. So I am drinking a mixture. Oh, I knew I forgot to pick something up when I was at Walmart. I'm drinking 1 squirt of the pineapple mango drink, like Great Value drink mix, and then 1 packet of the peach mango, and I did that to 16 ounces of water. I think it looks a little bit brighter on the camera than it actually is. It's a little bit less toned down orange. It's not as bright as I'm seeing it on the video. But anyway, I use these mason jars because I can measure out 16 ounces of water, put in the correct amount of drink, and then I put some more ice in there because I think it's supposed to be like 16.9 ounces. So I figure with the ice, it adds that extra 9 ounces. But anyway, that is so good. So all I have left tonight for school is to finish reading this chapter. I've already gotten started. I think I'm 12 pages in. I have to read to 38. I don't know if I'll get it all done tonight. I'll probably finish the rest of the chapter tomorrow because then I need to do all the work for studying for the test. So my goodness, they're loud. You hear them giggling? Anyway, I don't know if I have 1 or 2 chapters that I need to read in this, but it's been interesting so far, and I've taken lots of notes. I mark my books up. These I'm not going to try to resell. This is the easiest way for me to study, is to mark up my book and take notes along the sides. Sometimes I use 1 color. Sometimes I use multiple colors. Just depends on what I'm using it for. One of the things I found interesting, though, was the difference in cultures. So they're talking about the study of anthropology and, of course, looking at cultures by the culture itself. And so it was talking about thrifted clothes and like how it might be viewed in the United States a couple of different ways. So like a younger person might go and thrift clothes and be really excited for the uniqueness of the outfit they got. And then someone that may have grown up closer to the Great Depression might see that in a different light. And then if you go to another country, I think it used Ghana as the example, how they actually have a word called, and I'm probably not going to say this right, a Bruni Wawu. And it means, what did they say it meant? A foreign person has died. So because why would anybody get rid of these clothes that are so in such good shape? They must have died if they got rid of them. So just interesting, like how that, how things are seen culture by culture. And so that's what I'm studying right now, is like the differences in how one culture will see something compared to another culture. So I found that pretty interesting. Anyway, it is super cold still. Let's see what our temperature is. So it is 2 degrees, but it actually feels like it's -9. So that hasn't changed at this point. The temperature has stayed pretty steady of like what the feel is of it. So I went out and because the kids had loaded in a bunch of wood yesterday, I went out and I brought, loaded up one tote. We use this tote to move them in and out. And I loaded up a tote full, and then Braxen brought it in. Zane and Aspen will unload it here in a little while. And we're just trying to keep that fire going throughout the evening to help keep that room warm. And then tomorrow we'll probably start the fire again and try to keep it warm, because I believe this goes for the next couple of days, this polar vortex. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to doing some school here, and I'll see you in a little bit. Well, so far that wasn't long-lived. Welcome back. Thanks to your patience and support as a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back in the US. You can continue to create, share, and discover all the things you love on TikTok. I'm gonna click continue.
Thanks to all of you.
There you go.
We crossed last night 1 million signatures to stop this awful ban on TikTok. I am sending it to President Biden and his senior team this morning. Bad news. TikTok is saying they will still go dark tomorrow night unless President Biden issues a clear statement that the ban will not take effect. We need to keep going.
Don't let your skin...
Interesting. So TikTok's back. That was short-lived. You know, I was talking to the kids about this. And one of the things we talked about was this is not the first time in America that things have been banned, right? Like there was prohibition. There were certain written materials that were banned. All sorts of different things have been banned throughout time, and social media is relatively new. You know, and I said for a long time it's gone how do I want to say that? Not untethered, that's not the right word. But it's gone with very few limitations on it. And so there's always going to be growing pains when it comes to new things. And I think right now we're experiencing one of those growing pains. Like, what is social media going to look like? What does it mean to be on the internet? Even the internet's relatively new. You know, I'm from a time when there was not the internet. And then all of a sudden there was AOL and that dial-up sound. I remember that. And people talking to each other on these computers, and they had like green screens and, you know, I don't know, or black screens with green writing, and they were just like typing almost like a text message to each other. And in a very short period of time, those things have evolved so drastically. And so this is just one of those things. It's a growing pain. And so I was talking to the kids about it and just saying, you know, we're living through a period of time that you're going to talk about, you know, you're living through history right now. And I don't think we always realize when we're living through a big historical moment, but we really are living in the middle of a big historical moment. You know, recently in history, in my history classes, I studied different revolutions. So like the Industrial Revolution and all the different like periods in time, because I studied world history. All the different periods in time that we've gone through. you know, and really we're going through a digital revolution. And, you know, there was the scientific revolution and things like that, but we're going through this digital revolution. We really are. And so you're living in that part of history. Like, you're experiencing a big deal in history. And who knows, like 500 years from now, people might be talking about this digital revolution that you've been a part of. And like, how are you a part of it? You know what I mean? So it's interesting to me. Interesting to me that we are living through such an interesting period in time. And so anyway, all right. That's all I had to say. Just a thought for today on TikTok and the TikTok ban and how that's panning out. And we'll see how it goes as things progress. So,
Dinner.
all right, good timing.